do an assignment. Do you remember doing the questions on Tuesday over Nelson Mandela? Do you guys remember that? Nelson Mandela, the web quest. Remember you guys were looking up information? I have the website up on the Canvas, and I'll show you that. But you're going to be creating a commemorative coin, okay, based on Nelson Mandela. Now, mine's ugly on the board. Don't be making fun of it, okay? But you're going to create a coin, not this big, okay? You can do it on paper, or this lovely lady, Mrs. Marshall, is going to show you tricks on how you can use technology to do the drawing. How many of you guys have used Sketch School? I think all of you have. That's cool. There are other things, but she's here to give you some other tidbits. But the object is to create a Nelson Mandela coin. You need 2 facts, okay? Actually, 3 facts about Nelson Mandela. It comes from the questions you did Tuesday. I have the website on there. You'll need a symbol that you would find in South Africa, a picture of Nelson Mandela, and then a famous quote. Now, I know some of you are like, Miss Bullock, I cannot draw Nelson Mandela. How many of you guys have ever traced before? Yeah, you can do that. So real quick, I'm going to open this up. Can I get on here? Yeah, thank you. Okay, this is the activity. I'm so excited.
Just click that at the bottom.
Right here. Awesome. Okay, this is kind of the rundown. It's on Canvas, you guys, and I'll have you guys open Canvas in a minute. But the coin needs to be, you guys, the following items. You must have a quote from Nelson Mandela, and I have the website that you can go to find a quote. Nelson Mandela is well known for his famous quotes, you guys.
Sorry, hold on.
That we're on. Look at that.
Sorry, hold on.
I love it. Okay, you guys need to be very colorful and creative. You guys, now a lot of kids who've done the commemorative coins have often done the colors in South African. Do you guys know what I mean? They've looked at the flag and used like colors that South Africans use. You guys see, you must have an appropriate symbol that represents the country of South Africa. Some students have put South African symbols. Some kids have used the flag. They've used a picture of the actual country of South Africa. The coin must have a picture of Nelson Mandela. This lovely lady who's the technology guru could probably show you how you can insert a picture if you're going to use technology. If you're somebody that's like, Miss Bullock, I'm going all paper, baby. I have paper up here you guys can use. Now, you can draw it on a bigger piece. I have bigger pieces of paper if you want to do that, but you could do it on here and draw. If you guys see, it says 3 details or facts about his life, okay, on the coin. And that is information. You guys did this. You guys remember doing these? And I graded these. Some of you did it online and submitted to me, but 3 facts from this information, okay? 35 points you have today. You have Monday and a little bit of Tuesday. We'll kind of see, because I know Tuesday's the e-learning election day, and you guys are home. So we'll have some time. Yes, Carson? That's all right. I'll show you the website to help you out, okay? So don't worry, Carson. You can get it. Can I go back, my beauty? All right, so Carson, I'm glad look how smart Carson is. You guys see where it says history right here? This is the website you guys used on Tuesday. Carson, since you weren't here, the web quest. And if you open this up, it'll help you find information. There's Nelson Mandela, a great picture, but it goes through his whole life. Do you guys remember using this Tuesday? Oh, Lord, I hope so. Okay, and it goes through everything, his history. These are the
Because of
questions you
this,
got.
we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360.
This is what happens when they're selling. I'm gonna go back to that. Can I go? I'll go back to there. Yeah. All right, now, you guys see at the bottom where it says quotes? Okay, you guys, here, Nelson Mandela. Okay, these are quotes, selected quotes that Nelson Mandela has said in speeches, has said in different areas when he was in government, but you can use one of these. Now, don't pick a quote that you don't understand. If you don't quite get it, ask me. But remember, Nelson Mandela, his fight was to end what in South Africa? What did he want to stop? That's apartheid, okay? He wanted to stop segregation. He wanted people of all races to be able to live, okay, unite back in South Africa and not be divided. So think about that commemorative coin. Like, what would it be? And it's a coin that would be a collector's edition. And it could be sold in the United States because do people respect Nelson Mandela? Yeah. Yes, they do, okay? So here's the deal. You can have a partner, okay? And that means you create one together. But here's the thing. You have to social, you know how we've done it before, you get a social distance. You can't be on top of each other. If you use technology, you're going to have to share or have to really think about it, okay? But in the end, you probably want to do this by yourself just because you got the weekend. There's just a lot of things going on, okay? Any questions? I'm excited now. Miss Marshall's going to do her thing, okay? I didn't have them get out their iPad yet because I wanted them to.
No, they're all right.
So she's going to show you a few things. Pay attention, stay clear, okay? Don't think about candy. All right, go ahead, Miss Marshall. I'm so excited. Miss Marshall's going to teach us some stuff.
Like 80% of my brain is just thinking about candy right now.
I know.
What's the other? No, not quite.
All right, so Miss Marshall, and I'm excited because she's going to show me some things that we can show
Well,
other students. And we can use the TV.
hold on one second. All right, so as I'm trying to fix this, you guys can have your iPad out if you want. I'm going to show you a couple of different things.
So get your iPads out, you guys.
So I'm going to show you kind of one way to do this if you want to do mostly digital drawing, and then I'm going to show you another way to do it if you want to use kind of digital tools, which will make more sense when I actually have this pulled up.
And George will be back to take the jury takes. He's not leaving.
And I'm recording what I'm doing right now, so if you miss anything or you can't see anything, you'll be able to watch this.
All right, listen up, pay attention so you know what's going on, okay? So how many of you guys could draw a circle? I hope so. I'm a little worried about some of you, you're a little hesitant.
All right,
All right, here we go.
let me make this.
Do I need to get my iPad out so I know what I'm doing? Oh.
All right. All right, Miss Bullock, can I do all the lights turn on? If I
Do whatever you have to do. This is a great class.
lights on or off? Guys? Off. All right.
Awesome.
So I'm going to show you quick. I'm going to use Sketches School for a minute. So if you guys want to open that app with me. So this would be like if you're more inclined to draw, but you don't necessarily want to draw on paper. Okay. So I already have a notebook started. So if you guys can just get to the point where you have a blank sheet. So you could, if you've ever used this tool before, you could totally freehand it. So if you just want to like do the best you can at drawing a circle, that's not a very good one. So I can always hit undo and I can try again. Maybe I can get a better one on this turn. Okay, so there's my circle. I could totally do that, okay, if you just want to try and draw it, right? And I can, kind of add some, coin accents if I want to, make it like fancy like that picture. Maybe. Also, it helps if you use a stylus and not your fingers, but if you don't have one,
Oh, I like how you
So you could do something like that, or if you're like, there is no way that I'm gonna get a perfect circle drawn. This symbol right here that says ABC, if you tap on that, you can actually get a circle and you can resize it. And then if I hit the check mark, now this is my little technique, is I'm gonna turn the circle white now, and I'm gonna add another circle.
Oh, I like that. You guys look at that. It's the edge.
So then I can get a nice, perfect coin outline. So now I've really got a perfect circle. And so now would come the point where I would need to start doing my facts and things like that. You can use text. So I could add a text box if I wanted to, type one of my quotes. So I could say, quote here. And I can make this smaller just by pinching it. I can rotate it to put it wherever I want. And then when you're done doing that, you just hit the check mark, okay? You can also, this is gonna be an instance where you're gonna, probably draw a picture of Nelson Mandela. Well, if you can't trace, and you just wanna draw, so I've got a picture of Mandela pulled up right here. So I'm gonna actually split screen with Sketches School so that I can look at this picture of Mandela. Oops, maybe I'm gonna split screen. I'm just gonna float. All right, so I could try, you know, if I wanted to use the pen tool, I could use the pencil tool if I wanted it to be more of a sketch. You know, if I want to try to draw Mandela.
You guys see the sketch tool?
So you can do your best to sketch, right? So I could do it that way. Or, let me grab my eraser. I can grab that photo of Mandela that I saved and then hit the check mark, and now I can trace this because I added it on here.
That's awesome.
And to see what it's looking like, there's a little eyeball in the top right corner. So I can hide the picture and then show it. So I can keep going back and forth. And you can use, you know, I'm using the pencil tool right now, but you could use, you know, really any of the tools if you wanted it to look more like a, you know, a line pencil and not a pencil drawing. So you just kind of start tracing everything that's in there, and eventually you get your picture, okay? So that's one way to do it. So you can totally use Sketch of School if you feel like you're a little more artistic and you're gonna end up doing a little bit more drawing, okay? Because this is pretty much just drawing tools that you're gonna find in Sketch of School. When you're done, you would tap the 3 dots, and then there's that upload arrow, and you would just save this as an image, and then once it's saved as an image, then you can submit it to Canvas. Okay? So that's Sketch of School. Any questions about using that app to do
So
this?
save image, and then you can go right
And then you'd be able to submit it to Canvas.
Cool.
Okay? All right, the next one I'm going to show you is Keynote. Now, Keynote is really cool because it's a combination of the best of both worlds. So I can draw, but also if I'm a really bad drawer, it's also got lots of shapes. And ability to use text and things that I can use instead of drawing. So when I open Keynote, and it's up to you if you guys want to do this with me or just watch, because like I said, I'm recording this right now, so you can always watch it back later. I'm going to add a new presentation, and I'm just going to choose a theme. I like to just do the black and white one. If yours are set to 16 by 9 instead of 4 by 3, in the top right corner on this screen, there's 3 dots. I like to use the 4 by 3 instead of the 16 by 9 because it fills my screen more. I'll get a bigger piece of paper essentially to use. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to stick with 4 by 3. So I'm going to open this blank presentation, and I'm going to get rid of all these text boxes. So now I have my nice blank space, okay? So once again, I could just go to the plus button and open the drawing tools, and I can just try to freehand a circle. Okay, so I could do it that way, and you can draw just like you can draw in Sketch of School. You have all these drawing tools at the bottom of the screen. Or, I'm going to show you a couple of things with shapes. Okay, so I'm going to add in shapes. In basic, I'm just going to add a circle. Once you have the shape added, and it's on your screen, I'm going to go to the paintbrush, and you have some options here like border, shadow, fill. So I want a border, but I don't want it filled, or I want the fill to be white. And I can make that border thicker. And so here's where you can get even fancier, okay? So if I take that border, and now I want it to look more like a coin, I'm going to copy what I just did and paste so that I have another one. So I can get that kind of ring effect. And then maybe I want to take it one step further. I'm going to copy and paste another one. And then watch this. So for this one that I'm going to put on the inside, I'm going to go back to that paintbrush. And for the border style, I'm going to do this dotted line. So does that look a little more
Yeah,
coin-like?
it looks like it.
So all I'm doing is adding circles. These are just the same circle, copy and pasted, but I just have an outline on it, and the fill is white, okay? So those are all settings that are in the paintbrush. So once you've added the circle to the page, you use the paintbrush to change it. So now I've got my coin background, right? So now I need to add stuff. Well, I could do the exact same thing. I can grab that picture of Nelson Mandela. Okay, and I could put it, and I can trace it. So I could still do the drawing and trace the drawing. Another thing that I can do, I'm gonna show you guys a technique here, so you guys might wanna watch this one. So I've got my picture of Nelson Mandela, right? I'm gonna add another circle. Okay, so I've got a circle and Nelson Mandela. I need to put my iPad down because I need 2 fingers for this. So with 2 fingers, I'm gonna touch the circle and Nelson Mandela so they're both selected. Do you see how they're both selected right now? And then I get this option that says mask with shape. So I'm gonna tap on that, and now I can drag Mandela in here. And I can move him around to get it to the size of that circle, and then hit done. And now he is in a circle shape.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can kind of do that. Now, Mrs. Bullock also talked about adding some symbols. Well, you have some stuff in here. If I go to, where is it? Places. What's that?
That's part of Africa.
Okay, so I can add Africa in there. I can actually do some fill on here. So South African flag is what? Green, black,
Yeah,
red,
yeah,
white.
yeah, green, black, and I think it's a little yellow too, if I'm not mistaken.
So I can add a little.
Sass it up.
Border. So let's do the border. So, and you can layer these things using the arrange tab, so I can put things in front of or behind. I can adjust the transparency. So if I want it to be a little more see-through, you know, I can do that. So you can do stuff like that. You can also, because you have to have quotes on here, remember in the basic shape, that's where your text box is. So I can add my quotes, my facts, different things like that. And then, like I said, you can still draw. So if I wanted to, you know, still trace Mandela and not have the actual picture of him on here, I can still do that too. So it's kind of up to you what you want to use, what tool you feel more comfortable in. If you have
Look at
used
that.
one
She's
more than
tracing
the
it.
other,
Can you guys do that? That's
I mean, if I was doing this for real, I would definitely take my time. I'm just kind of doing a, you know, a rough sketch. So if I hit done on that, delete. So if I were to continue and shade it and all of that kind of stuff, then you would have kind of a drawing of Mandela. So, and actually with an outline like that, it does actually kind of look a little more coin-like, right? Because on a coin, it's kind of just an impression, right? So there's lots of different things that you can do. Keynote and Sketch School are definitely both my favorite apps if you want to do this digitally. If you do this in Keynote, when you're finished to turn this one in, you're going to go to the 3 dots and you're going to export this as a PDF.
Okay, you guys remember that?
Okay,
All right.
so export it as a PDF and then you would submit it to Canvas. Okay, don't just submit the Keynote file. You could also submit it as an image. You could do a PDF or an image. Either one will work. Just don't submit the keynote file or Mrs. Bullock won't be able to grade.
No. And here's another thing, like, obviously they start today, they won't get done. It just stays in here, right? They don't have, should they save it?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
recommend?
it'll save automatically. One other thing that I want to show you guys, and I'm gonna put the lights, well, okay. So if you're gonna do it on paper, this is a fun fact that I actually shared with Mrs. Becker's class the other day. So if you're gonna do it on paper, did you guys know that your iPads have built-in document scanners?
No.
So whenever your teachers, when you do something on paper and they ask you to take a picture of it and submit it, don't use the camera. Because if you notice, you're always getting that weird shadow and it's not like super clear. So if you, on your iPad, you find the Notes app, if I push in on the Notes app, I get an option that says Scan Document. So I'm gonna hit Scan Document, and it looks like a camera that has opened. Let me just turn the lights on. And it will auto capture. And then I can hit save. Now how about that for a picture?
Oh, you guys.
So then I can just take a screenshot and now it's a picture that I can submit to my Canvas assignment. Okay, so if you do something on paper, use the document scanner in the Notes app to turn that in because it'll be a much better quality image than just using your camera app. Any questions or anything that I can show you
You guys
more?
have any questions?
I'm a wealth of infinite knowledge on random stuff on your iPad. All right. Cool. Well, I think that's pretty much it, Mrs. Bullock.
Okay,
So I'm gonna-
guys, now, you go to your Canvas, today's date, October 30th, okay? On there, you have the actual rubric and assignment.